Pin the message. There we go. There we go. Someone asked if this is a crash out stream, and it absolutely is. I'm definitely I'm crashing out right now, so please bear with me and be gentle. I'll maybe make it someday, but it's the internet has such an interesting, or it's developed such an interesting culture where people have no, like, there's no concept or consistency to the things people say. How do I word this? Well, okay. I get this one all the time. Someone will tweet something stupid at me, like, whatever. And then when I respond, they'll say, "What are you doing responding to some loser on Twitter?" And I'm like, well, I was going to call you a loser. Like, that was going to happen. I don't know why you're calling you a loser though. Right. And it's like someone can come in and scream something retarded or whatever, wherever you are. And if you respond to it, they're like, huh. You know, like, why would you do that? Why would you even respond? It's like, well, 'cause I don't know. I found it interesting, maybe. But I responded to potentially Calories, the largest lawyer. And I responded to him earlier today on Twitter. And someone was like, "You lost your mind at Sean." So I didn't really lose my mind at him. I just kind of said a bunch of shit about him. Like, I just kind of said some stuff. And I don't understand. I thought, like, saying stuff is like what I do, like, generally speaking. I do say stuff with some regularity. And so I didn't think much of it. But apparently, like, saying stuff is, that's like losing your mind, I guess. So I'm not really sure how that works. I don't know the math, but I'm not Asian, so I'm not expected to. Slayba3 says, "I don't understand how Nick keeps his family afloat financially. Surely not just from streaming." No, yeah, from streaming. I make a nice income. It was nicer before than it is now. I'm hoping to get back towards the progress I was making in the past. But I'm going to it's going to take a while. There's some penance involved. There's some algorithmic issues involved and stuff like that. It's a process to rebuild. Taking over a year off of YouTube, it pretty much kills a channel. And there are real questions, honestly, about whether you should revive a channel that has has died or has gone through a major algorithmic shift, because new channels are treated differently by the algorithm because it doesn't have like a big history of shit to look through. It just says, "Oh, this channel's doing this. I understand how to deal with this and send it out." And so people get a lot of success creating a new channel versus trying to revive, a damaged old channel. I don't know the answer. I know that this is my channel that I built. And so I'm going to just work here. And, okay, here we go. Slava says, "You're a few streams a week with less than 1,000 average viewers, paid for a huge house and 5 kids." I paid off my house a long time ago. I mean, I had a mortgage on this house, but like that mortgage was actually weirdly for the other house. And it's a complicated story that has to do with investments and how money moves around in the background. Doesn't really matter. It's not your business. And I don't mean that in a rude way, and it's not that interesting. But long story short, you know, I do okay. Always want to do better, but I do okay. And my house is paid off. My cars are, well, there's a little bit left on one of my cars, but you know, my cars are paid off. I don't know. How do you do it? How does anybody? But it doesn't really matter, okay? Where was I? Oh, it's always interesting how the internet treats stuff. Like people can sit there and retardedly scream at you over stuff that doesn't affect them at all. If you respond in any way or like engage it or go, well, I don't think that's true, then people will then say like, oh, if you talk on the internet like that, you're crashing out or you're having some sort of fit. And it's like, well, does that mean that you were having a fit before? And they're like, well, no, because I'm retarded. So like, and you're responding to a retarded nobody. It's like, I don't understand these rules. I don't understand them. Slama says, tell us more how you started with 2 houses and ended up with 1. I'll tell you. So when I bought this house, I would have sold the other house to buy this house. But instead, I leveraged the existing debt that I had in other investments, which I had a higher return on investment than the cost of the loan. So I shifted this pocket of money that would have gone to, I guess, pay off a house or whatever. And instead, like, I held onto the property and then I let other people live there because they needed a place to live. And I was able to afford to let them live there at a very, very low rent. Very low rent. Because they needed help. And you just help people when you can. If you have something and you can help someone and it doesn't harm you, you do it. So I carried the debt that I would have eliminated by selling the other house. I carried that on me for a while because it didn't cost me that much in the grand scheme of things. And I was able to help out some friends. Then, when things kind of went south, I had to get rid of that house, which was ultimately the original intent anyway. I had held on to that house about 4 or 5 years longer than I wanted to. That's okay. And so I got rid of the house to get rid of the debt that I'd been carrying, moved money around. So what I did was I took a couple $100,000 of money, and rather than just paying it off and having it go away, I invested it in something that yielded a higher return than the money was costing me. It's called abrogation. It's how banks make money off of you. You should try it if you can, because it's a great way to live, and it's how wealthier people tend to do most things. It's how they leverage debt into making money. It doesn't always work. There's risk involved. You could end up not having a higher yield than the cost of your debt. Or you could maybe get arrested, for example, and then have some, have to scrap your plan a little earlier or whatever. Like that can happen too. So, but yeah, I mean, that's how, I normally, the ideal path would have been to sell that other house when we bought this house. But like I said, I had other uses for it. And so I just carried the debt. Does that help? Nick, you don't fund your own life. There's no shame in that. It's where you are in life. What are you like? You have no idea what my income is, right? Like you don't have any idea, I suppose. But you tell me, I guess, how I do it. Like I would literally am telling you exactly what I was doing. But you're lucky you have parents who can do so much for you. Yes, my parents have been wonderful and able to help out. But believe it or not, I have to still pay my own bills. I don't know where you guys like think the world is or what it matters to you, but I still make 6 figures of income. And I don't know what else. I don't know what else to tell you. Is that I used to make more than I make now. Used to make more 6 figures than I make today. I still make 6 figures of income. Settle down now. What's my allowance? Tell me what my allowance is, please. Go ahead. It'd be amazing. I would love to hear it. Thank you, Trauma Sturgeon. This tie was sent to me. It's a Bulgari tie. It's very cool. Well, it's $3,000 for snacks to start. I get $3,000 a month for snacks? Oh, that's cool. That's amazing. I'll go look for it. Anyway, adios. Folsom Lockdown.